Hey clinicians, it's Jo Muirhead here with another episode of This is Private Practice. Welcome to Tuesday, the 8th of August at 4:38 p.m. Yeah, not as late as I have been on other days, and I decided to stop what I was doing and record this video because I have been suffering with that age-old problem of comparisonitis. And what am I going to say? And what have I got to offer? And what value is there in any of these videos? You see, like everybody, I still suffer with those fears. And I know I've talked to you about them before, but just letting you know that I'm busting through and I am going to apprehend that whole perfectionistic thing that I've got going on and talk to you today. Because this is all about private practice and what it takes to create a private practice that suits your lifestyle. And I know that many people just do and they're on the hamster wheel and they're running and running and running. And this was not what they decided when they left full-time employment or went back to work following having children that they wanted for their life. So the question I asked one of my practice building clients today is, what is it that you need to do that you're not doing? And I know in a blog post a couple of weeks ago, I actually asked the question, what do you need to stop? But this is a different question. What is it you're avoiding? And what is the thing that you need to be doing that you're actually not doing? It's really interesting today. One of my awesome consultants called me up on the telephone. And I actually screen pretty much all of my calls on my phone. I used to be chained to this thing, and every time it rang or made any sort of noise, I was like a bit like a Pavlovian dog. I would be up and doing something and answering and responding, and you can imagine how disruptive that was. So I tend to screen my calls. I don't get push notifications, and really the only way this thing ever gets my immediate attention is if it's right in front of me and somebody sends me a text message. Because it's an intrusion, and I don't enjoy the intrusion because, like most people, if I'm interrupted, it can take nearly 20 minutes for me to settle down and get back on task. And I know 20 minutes sounds like a long time, but time yourself. See how long it takes you to recover from a disruption. I reckon you'll find it'll be pretty close to being 20 minutes. And then you'll have disrupted yourself because you'll be recording how long has this taken and you've set the cycle. So don't be doing that. Just take my word for it. Thank you, neuroscientists who went along and discovered that for us. Anywho, I answered the phone and he was like, what are you doing answering your phone? You never answer your phone. And I'm like, yeah, I'm actually procrastinating around the thing that I really need to do. And he's like, why? You don't. What's the point of that? And he can speak to me like that. That's okay. And we chatted about what he wanted some help with, and that fed my procrastination need and my avoidance need. And he actually finished the call by saying, so we've finished now. What are you going to go and do? So I went and did the thing that I really needed to do. And that, wasn't so bad. Nobody died. I didn't die and burst into a ball of flames, and the thing keeps going. So what was the thing that I was procrastinating on that I didn't do? You know when you think you've finished something and you haven't? And you know when you think you've labored over something and you feel like it's really awesome, but in all honesty, you're just enjoying the emotion of the finish and the completion? And you go back to it and you go, this isn't finished, and this isn't great, and this isn't excellent, and man, there's still some work to do. Yeah, that's what I was procrastinating on. You see, I don't like things taking longer than I expect them to, which is hilarious because I have such unrealistic expectations of time. If something is supposed to take a minute, then I want it to take 30 seconds. If something is supposed to take an hour, then I want it to take 30 minutes. Like if I could squeeze a minute full of everything like a balloon, seriously, it would be full to bursting, and the balloons would probably all burst and the minutes would all burst, which is why people get sick and burn out and what have you. Excuse me. So I need to go back to this piece of writing that I've been working on, and it needs refinement. And that's okay. I've had some feedback from people who are a little scared to tell me that, it needs some work and it needs some refinement, and I am so blessed by them for having the courage and the gumption to actually say, Joe, I'm a bit confused by this and it doesn't really tell me to do anything. What's the purpose of this? Well, the purpose is it's supposed to make me feel good because it's finished, but it's not finished, so I can't feel good, so we better go back and work it out again. So I had to get rid of all of that stupid self-talk that was going on and on and on in my head. Then I realized that this is a pattern. This is why it can take me so freaking long to finish my medico-legal reports. This is why I can take so long helping my son make decisions around university entrance. This is why I don't have any of my own artwork displayed around me anymore, because nothing ever feels finished. So this brings me to another point. When is finished finished? Now, I know that this piece of writing isn't finished and it's not ready for public consumption, but it got me thinking, when is finished finished? When do we know that something is finished? Because we know that perfection isn't the outcome, and we know that good enough is an outcome. But when one person's good enough is another person's not good enough, how do we reconcile that? It's no wonder we've got all this stuff going on in our head. And it's no wonder that we find it really hard to push through inertia and push through perfectionism and push through comparisonitis. Just going to let you ponder on that for a moment, because that was big and uncomfortable. But I have got some writing to do and I will finish it. And I've been getting some great feedback on my blog posts of late. People have been coming out of all over the place telling me how much they're enjoying them, and that my tone and my conversation style has really improved. Well, it's not improved, it's just me. And I'm cutting through the crap because people need to be told truth. And sometimes we need to get rid of the shades of grey, and sometimes we just want black and white. Do this, don't do that. Do this for now and then do that. People are looking for direction and they're looking for certainty. And that's what a lot of people come to us for, clinical experience, that they're looking for direction and certainty. So offering them lots of grey or beige isn't really helpful. They want to know that they're going to feel better. They want to know how to feel better. They want to know that this investment with you is going to work, that this time and this energy and ultimately this money, that it's going to work. So if you're struggling with connecting with your ideal clients, then maybe that's a conversation you need to be having. Is, you know what, I've gone to uni, I'm the expert, I know what's going on here. I'm not an expert in your life, but I am an expert in recovery. I am an expert in functional awareness. I am an expert in building core strength. I am an expert in healing emotions. And people want us for our expertise, which is pretty darn awesome. We have something amazing to contribute to this world. So off we go, and let's get over all of our self-sabotaging thoughts and beliefs and attitudes and stuff and things, and just go out there and be the awesome creations that we have been created to be. I am looking forward to sharing This is Private Practice with you again this week. Please leave me a comment below and let me know what you got out of this video today, because I feel like I've used up all of my words in 8.5 minutes, and I'm hoping this has been really useful. This is Jo. I'm looking forward to talking to you again.